And early childhood education is getting new funding in Rapides Parish thanks to support from the Rapides Foundation, Roy O. Martin and Christus St. Francis Cabrini Hospital. The fund offers local entities a dollar-for-dollar match on investments to provide quality emergency care and education for Rapides Parish students in early childhood education. At today's meeting for the Rotary Club of Alexandria, Roy O. Martin announced 10 scholarships will go towards the fund. Cabrini Hospital also committed $150,000 to the project. Patrick Moore with the Rotary Club of Alexandria says the foundation has raised over $700,000 so far and is closer to reaching their challenge of $1.1 million. Moore says this initiative is helping to build a foundation for children.
And what this funding does is it funds scholarships for people that have babies that can't quite afford to get them into professional child care, and specifically for 0 to 3-year-olds. That is so important.
And it will help them to get those young children the education that they need to start off. That's so critical in their development.
Moore says if you're not taking care of the children in the community and your businesses, you're not going to thrive.